I looked at my analytics and I thought, what if this never works? Week 2 of trying to monetize my channel. The growth has just been painfully slow. Subscriptions are barely moving. Views are trickling in. The hours of work for numbers that definitely don't reflect it. So today I'm going to tell you something that most creators never admit. The hardest part is not the work, it's the silence. So today I'm going to show you what week 2 really looked like for my channel. The frustration, the doubt, the tiny wins. If you're trying to build something later in life, then this video is for you. Welcome back to my Road to Monetization series. If you're new here, I am documenting the building of this channel from scratch all the way up to monetization and beyond, in the hopes that it can help some of you that are trying to build your own channel or also already on your road to building your own channel. I've never built a YouTube channel before, so this is my first channel. I am nothing close to tech savvy, let's just put that out there. And there's no doubt in anyone's mind, I am not an overnight success. So we're all starting from the ground over here. Week 1 was really exciting. We had some fun and wonderful moments. We had a short go a little bit viral with well over 2,000 views. Week 2 was the complete polar opposite. So today we're going to break that down, talk about what I think contributed to it, what I'm trying to do to reverse that, things that I've learned and adjusted, mistakes and missed opportunities that I think I've identified, and just in general what that experience has been like. First things first, the slow growth. It hits you emotionally, and it's something I didn't see coming, I wasn't expecting. I am a Gen Xer, and I've always applied the thought process of, you know, if you work really hard and diligently and you put out quality work, you will grow, you will improve, you will see success, you will make progress. And that's just not always the case on YouTube, as I'm discovering. My upload schedule has always been very consistent. I upload long-form videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have been peppering in some short-form videos, which are actual clips from my long-form videos, especially the long-form videos that have done well, sort of in amongst my long-form. My first week on this challenge, those really served me incredibly well. In fact, those have far and away outperformed my long-form videos. And while I was initially quite excited about that, as I thought perhaps people will become more familiar with my face and my style, and that will funnel growth into my long-form videos, that has definitely not been the case. It seems as though, based on my analytics, it actually seems like it's been causing a change to the demographics and the crowd that are watching my videos to some extent, and that's completely befuddling to me. So as we dig into the analytics and check out what on earth happened this week, you'll see that there's 2 big mountains that happened in around February the 7th and in around February the 12th, 13th. And those 2 little things that happened there were the shorts that really took off and generated some interest. Seems like they're not really funneling anybody into the long-form videos, even though they are cut from the long-form videos. And I actually figured out why that was just yesterday. Unfortunately, it took me the whole week to figure it out. I identified a mistake or a missed opportunity that I've been making, and let me show you what that is. So what you're seeing here is a page on YouTube Studio for one of my short videos. And as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a tab that says Related Video. And in there, you can put the long-form video that is related to this short that you're looking at here. And I completely missed this. I didn't fill it out. It was blank, unfortunately. All my shorts upload from vidIQ. So I didn't even really think to dig too deep into the YouTube Studio. So my bad, my mistake, and I've learned from it. Once I upload my shorts from vidIQ, I need to come into YouTube Studio and link those shorts, each and every one individually, to the long form video that they are related to. And I think that helps the YouTube algorithm to direct traffic to that long form video. So the second page we're going to look at here is the, as far as YouTube Studio is concerned, my top performing videos. And I think the most concerning thing to me, while I'm incredibly grateful for the views and the traffic, is that my top 6 videos are all short form. And that directly relates to the lack of actual growth and watch time and subscribers on my channel. People are only lingering for 18 to 20 seconds in general, so they're not sticking around long enough to figure out what I'm about, what my channel's about, and to really dig into the topic. And as well as I also think that now linking the long form to the short form, like I just showed you, will also improve that. I'm hopeful. And it's heartbreaking to see these numbers and to realize that they were there and I've missed this opportunity. But just imagine that top video at 1,200 views. If those were on my long form, how different my channel would look right now. And the second video right under it, 1,197 views. Like, oh, yeah, it's a gut punch for sure, and one I didn't see coming. But lesson learned, we gotta sort of take our lumps and move on. Something else I've taken the time to do this week is to set up playlists on my channel. So it's just grouping the videos so that if someone does take an interest and wants to binge an entire topic, all those videos are right there ready to go. So up until now, they were just all there in the scale in which they were uploaded by date. So now I've gone ahead and created the playlist. I have one for this 60-day monetization challenge. I have another one for the touristy attractions and locations. I have another one for the AI discussion as it relates to the threat of job loss. So people that are interested in those particular topics can find all of those videos conveniently in one place now, which I think is super helpful and hopefully more organized. That's a bit of a gut punch that I didn't see coming, is that people just would not jive with some of the video topics that I'm putting out. And I hope I find my people. I hope you guys are finding value in it. I truly want to find value in it for you to come back and visit and spend your valuable time as well. So I hope to make good use of the time that you choose to visit my videos and my discussions. Absolutely. I really would love to build a community and kind of a group of us all that get to know each other and support each other along the way. So I'm working on it. I'm definitely trying to figure it out. And yeah, we'll see how, if that changes, or maybe I need to make some adjustments, and we'll figure it out. Yes, there's tons of room for improvement. I hope my videos are watchable. I hope I make the corner on the technical learning quickly so that we don't have to be in what I'm going to call new channel purgatory forever. You know, it's more than just strategy. The invisible progress is incredibly painful. And I wish that it was more discussed, because I think if we all kind of understood that there is a season to this small channel growth, then maybe we'd know that we just have to buckle up our seatbelt. Let me tell you, when those comments started to trickle in, suddenly the numbers that I've been obsessing over with this channel, they suddenly didn't matter. I was just so thrilled and overjoyed to have that reminder that, hey, like, you guys are out there and you are seeing and you're tuning in and you're taking your time, and thank you so much. And it's just a wonderful experience, and something I wish for all of you to receive as well. And I know that having gone through this experience, I will take the time to comment on other people's videos that I'm watching and enjoying too, because I truly understand now how important that is. So here are the lessons I'm taking away from week 2 before we get to the numbers. Slow growth is normal. Above all else, don't quit. Weeks 2 to 8 are the highest quitting weeks for YouTubers. So we're getting into the thick and dirty, not quitting. I am not giving it up. It doesn't matter how long this takes. I'm going to see it through, and we're sparing no effort. We're going for it. So week 1, we ended up with 17 subscribers, 5,000 views, and 63.8 watch hours. This week, we went up to 22 subscribers, 5.4 thousand views, and 64.4 watch time hours. So those shorts are absolutely killing my watch time hours. We're going to figure it out this week. If you want to follow this real journey to monetization, please subscribe. Drop a comment below if you too are growing a channel. Drop your name of your channel, how far you're along in it, and how you're feeling about your growth as well. And we'll see you in the next video or next week.